Hello and welcome to My Life in Spain. My name is Mark and today we're trying another beer from the Czech Republic. Pilsner brewed beer from Pilsen called Gambrinus 12 Patron. You can see that. Now, what's interesting about this beer is, I don't know exactly when it happened, but they noticed their sales were going down. It was losing popularity. So they decided they needed to change their tactics. So they came up with the idea for a brand new beer, which they called Patron. So instead of selling it as Gambrinus, they sold it as Patron. Now Patron took off and everybody loved it. But the truth was, it was really still Gambrinus, but just tweaked a little bit. So since then, it's a really large selling beer in the Czech Republic and Slovak Republic, but I'm yet to see it anywhere outside of these two countries. It's a beer I would drink when I lived there, but it's not one that would be my first choice. So I haven't had this for a while. So maybe it'll be a bit eye-opening. We'll have a look. Let's see what it says about it here. I got it from the beershop.eu in Prague. They shipped it to me here in Spain. Gambrinus, by the way, was a mythical German king that loved beer. So that's how they came up with the name Gambrinus. Okay, Gambrinus 12 will be especially appreciated by beer drinkers who want to enjoy the balanced taste of beer in full sips. Its body is made of 3 types of malt and supplemented with the bitterness from the only variety of Sládek hops, which is now followed even during the last stage of brewing. The new recipe comes with an even fuller taste and a higher hop aroma, thanks to which it guarantees a perfect harmonious experience and is easy to drink. Well, it sounds good to me. It's got an alcohol content of 5%. Its plateau gravity is 12.3%, and the hops used are Sládek. Ingredients: water, barley, hop products. One thing that makes Czech beers better than many other beers is not just the quality of the hops, it's the fact that the water in the Czech Republic they use is very soft. It's perfectly suited for beer. Okay, about the brewery. The Gambrinus Brewery was founded in Pilsen in 1869, so that's 7 years after Pilsner Urquell, which was 1862. I may be wrong. It might be in 1842 Pilsner Urquell, so disregard that. The reason it was allowed to open is the right of propination was abolished in Austria-Hungary, and at that time it wasn't even the Czechoslovakia, it was Bohemia and Moravia. It was ruled by the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Habsburgs. So this meant that others than nobility could now brew beer. Gambrinus experienced its best period at the end of the 19th century and in the interwar period. Gambrinus was one of 4 breweries that brewed beer in Pilsen, but its popularity gradually declined due to the competition between Pilsen breweries. Well, that's what I was saying. That's why they came up with the new idea, the Patron. Okay, declined due to the competition between Pilsen breweries. The world famous Pilsner Urquell was also born from these breweries, which now includes the Gambrinus brand. In modern history, Gambrinus focuses mainly on the distribution of beer in the Czech Republic and Slovakia, I have to say, while Pilsner Urquell presents itself as a more international brand. The quality of Gambrinus beer is undeniable, and in Czechia, the beer is considered a perfect presentation of what a proper lager should taste like. Gambrinus Original 10 is used as a base in the sensory tests. Currently, both brands belong to Japanese concern Asahi. Okay. So, let's open this bad boy up and see what it's like. Now, unfortunately, I got a really heavy glass. I hate these heavy glasses. It weighs more than the can of beer, maybe double. So with the beer in it, it makes it quite heavy. Okay, another terrific pour from me. I should let that settle a little bit because it's too foamy. If you go to the Czech Republic and you order a beer in a bar, though, they're going to pour it. They're going to let it sit because it's going to have a huge head on it. When the head goes down, they'll pour more in. They'll let it sit. They'll pour more in. So it takes a while, but it's well worth it. Well worth the wait. Anyway, just so you can see what I mean. It's an amber color. I hardly see any carbonation whatsoever in this beer. And it popped when I opened it, but I don't see any bubbles, unlike some of the other beers I've had. I'm not going to say how many finger Whitehead is because it was a bad pour by me. Just give it a second and we'll have a go drinking it. If you have this beer in the country where you live, please let me know in the comments, because I've never seen it outside of, like I said, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. This is actually what a beer will look like if you go in a bar in the Czech Republic. This will be the first pour, and then they'll have to wait and pour some more in. So maybe that's what it is. What I can't get used to, though, is the lack of carbonation. I can see some very tiny bubbles, but not very much at all. On the nose, it's hoppy. Hoppy in cereals. All right, cheers. Wow, that's exceptionally good. This is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I think I paid, let me have a look. It was cheap too. Yeah, €1.30 for half a liter I paid for this beer. Super nice. Super nice. I could drink much more of this. Oh man, what a great beer. Look, if you like watching beer review videos and you want to know what it's like to live in Spain, please subscribe, because it's not going to be all about beer all the time. I'm just doing this now as I get the channel started. I have lots of plans to travel and go all over Spain, but I refuse to go anywhere during the peak season because it's just ridiculous with all the tourists they have here now. So I'll mostly go in the shoulder seasons, like the fall and in the spring, and then in the winter I'm going to stick more with reviewing Spanish wines and different Spanish food dishes. So it's going to be over the next year it's going to even itself out to show you what living in Spain is really like. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.